Adjust your posture. Sit comfortably and rest your hands either in your lap or on your knees or as you like. Once you rest your hands, let them rest well till you finish your meditation. Now close your eyes gently and observe your body from top to bottom. Calm your body, relax your body. Relax your shoulders, relax the chest, relax the muscles in your stomach. Now observe back, all over the back, and relax. Relax the muscles. Release tension. Keep a calm and quiet mind. You are breathing in and breathing out with a relaxed body, calm body. Understand that there is an expansion and contraction of the body, the whole body. Sometimes you might have seen like animals like crocodile. When you see the crocodile, you can see their body, whole body expanding and contracting. Like that, we have that same thing. Whenever we breathe in and out, our whole body is expanding, contracting. Understand it and relax your body. Calm your body. Calm your mind. Now give full attention to the base of your nostrils. Understand natural breath. Understand your natural breath. Let's practice mindfulness of breathing. Buddha said, mindfully breathing in, mindfully breathing out. Understand this natural process. Let it go naturally, peacefully. try to cut off your thoughts, inner talk, cut off your inner talks, commentary, and observe, focus your full attention on your breath and observe your breath. Forget about all other things. Now continue. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅgham saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Kamma should be understood. The source of Kamma should be understood. The diversity of Kamma should be understood. The results of Kamma should be understood. Cessation of Kamma should be understood. And the path leading to the cessation of Kamma should be understood. Friends, this is the dictum of the Buddha about karma. It's a special definition, special utterance of the Buddha from the penetrative discourse of the Anguttara Nikaya, the numerical discourses of the Buddha, chapter 6. This is the second night we are meeting to discuss the Dhamma, to understand the Dhamma and practice the Dhamma here at Buddhist Fellowship. So, we all got this opportunity because of Buddhist Fellowship. We should thank them. Thanks each and every member of this society. Today, the topic for this Dhamma talk is Kamma and Dhamma. In Sanskrit, as some people like to use the Sanskrit term Dharma and Karma. I might use both Kamma or Karma, but it doesn't matter, the meaning is the same. Pali, Kamma, Sanskrit, Karma. I guess you all know this saying, Kamma really means action. The saying is, every action has a reaction. This is what Isaac Newton said. But we say that every action has no result. Every action has no result. Some actions have results, some actions have no results. There are unintentional actions for which no results. But there are reactions, that's true, no results, according to the teachings of the Buddha. There are three modes of actions. We all do things, whatever we do, there are three modes, three ways: physical actions, verbal actions, and mental actions. Once the Buddha gave a discourse named Ditthigata Sutta. Ditthigata means views, different views, two types of views. Buddha pointed out two types of views. This is from 𝐸𝐴𝑇 𝐸𝐴𝑇 means the particular book. The book of 𝐸𝐴𝑇, thus said. According to that, there are two types of people in society. Buddha said Oliyanti eke. I want to use Pali. Don't, don't be afraid. I want to use Pali. That is the way that I concreted the Dhamma of the Buddha, real Dhamma of the Buddha. Oliyanti eke. Of the two groups, one is Oliyanti, spiritually sluggish people. Spiritually sluggish people. They don't know Dhamma, real Dhamma. They do something. Even before the Buddha, they did something. Even today, they do something, but not the real words of the Buddha. That is one group. Spiritually sluggish group. The second group is fast runners. They want to run fast, pass over. Athidavanti eke. Athidavanti means they run fast, but not clear understanding, just running. Then Buddha said, Chakkumantova passanti, only those who have eyes can see. This is the expression of the Buddha. Now, let's understand the two groups further a little bit more. The first group, spiritually sluggish, they do unwholesome deeds and they do wholesome deeds, merit and demerit. With that, what happens? They are using the karma marg. Karma marg, kamma marg means kamma path, through which they can go either to hells or to heavens. That is one view. That is one group. They have that view. They think that better doing good deeds, more and more good deeds, in the name of practicing the Dhamma to attain enlightenment, they try to be born in heavens. Nobody wants to go to hells though. But they try to be born in heavens. That is one view. That is, Buddha said, that is Oliyanti. That is the way that they are spiritually sluggish way. The other group, they are running fast. Those who want to practice more and more meditation, jhana, practice jhana. They want to attain different jhanas. What is the purpose? To be born in Brahma world. Brahma world, there are 20 Brahma worlds. They want to, as the result of jhana, they will be born in the realms. That is what happened. So they are the two extremistic group, according to the teaching of the Buddha from his very first discourse, maiden discourse, where the Buddha said, monks, there are two extremes not to be followed by you. What are the two? Sensual indulgence and self-mortification. Those who try to sensually please these five senses, they want to do these good deeds, more and more good deeds, and they want to be born in heavens. That is not the teaching of the Buddha. Real teaching of the Buddha. Of course, Buddha has encouraged us to do good deeds. We have to do meritorious deed. Why? Buddha said, Punyani paralokasmim patitta honti paninam. When you do good deeds, it's good for your sansaric journey. But it's not for the attainment of full enlightenment. Not for the attainment of enlightenment. Buddha did not say that. Buddha said it's good for your sansaric journey. Since we are roaming in samsara, sure that each and everybody need doing good deeds for the successful peaceful sansaric journey, but not for the attainment of enlightenment. The Buddha's real teaching is for the attainment of enlightenment here in this very world. This is the place where we can attain enlightenment. Buddha said, for that purpose, we should have two qualities. What are the two qualities? One has to be born as a good person, good man, woman, with sound knowledge, sound like having these senses without problem, like good eyes, good ears, we can understand what others say. Such a good person. Then that is the first quality. The second quality is you should be able to understand the real Dhamma wherever it is taught. Those are the two qualities. Now, according to this, now these two extremes, Buddha's teaching is not to push his followers to the different Deva world, heavens, or the Brahma world. All those are not for us. Those are the fields of Mara. All those places belong to Mara. That is why Buddha did not teach us to go to these places. Because whenever you go there, you will have to come back. You can go there and stay there for a couple years or eons and then come back. That is samsara. So that we have to understand. Now, the Buddha clearly said, all those who have eyes can see. Chakkumantova passanti. Only those who have eyes can see. In another discourse, Buddha said, there are people, those who have no eyes, blind people. There are some, they have only one eye, one-eyed people. They said, shun them both. Abandon them. Abandon those who have no eyes, only one eye. What does no eyes mean? No eyes means they have no success in this life, no success of this life, or no success in next life. The two eyes. They have no two eyes, no spiritual life, no material life to enjoy, no spiritual life. So such persons don't associate with them, Buddha said. And one-eyed person, there are people in society, they have only one eye. One eye, why? They think only of this life, only material life, to enjoy this life. They try to enjoy, but eventually fed up, eventually unsuccessful. That's not good. Or they think only in the next life. They do more and more good deeds, but they don't think of their family. They don't think of their friends. They don't think of their duties to be fulfilled to society. They are different persons, parents, like that. So we should think both. If we have both eyes, that is what the Buddha said, associate with the person who has both eyes. Then they can see things. That's the way. Karma or Kamma, when we think of Kamma, Buddha has given us several synonyms. Kamma, Chetana, Sankhara, Sanchetana, Abhisankara, or Upadana. These are different synonyms for karma or kamma. There are people say that Buddha has taught different things about karma, about kamma, but such things, when we read this, the original teachings of the Buddha, Buddha's very teaching, we don't see this. Buddha has never taught such things in the original discourses. These are what you call later development, later additions. Buddha has never taught such things. What are the things? Let's understand what the Buddha has never taught regarding kamma. People say that there are results of karma. Immediately effective karma, results, immediately effective. Subsequently effective. Then indefinitely effective. And another one called ineffective karma. No such things in the early discourses. No immediate, no ineffective karma. Ahosi karma. Ahosi karma. No such thing in the original discourses. Then there's a list of karma, later developments. List of karma, such as reproductive karma, supportive karma, then like habitual karma, death proximate karma, destructive karma, such things. Those are not there, not the original teachings. Buddha has not talked about this. And again, another thing, like for the completion of a kilin, the people talk about 5 things, 5 factors to be completed for the completion of a kilin. Like use the bean, when you are going to kill a bean, you should know that it is a bean. It should be a bean. You should know that it is a bean. You should have think to kill it. Then you have to set up a method to kill. Say, for instance, a trap. You have to set up a trap. And finally, you should know that it is killed. Such things. These are not the teachings of the Buddha. There are in the world, there are 5 laws. These are called natural laws. The seasonal reason, germinal season, reason, germinal, germ. Then natural reasons, mental reasons, and finally kamma reason. Of the five natural reasons, natural law, kamma is only one. That is to be understood. Once the Buddha said, kamma is to be repeatedly recollected by all monks, nuns, laymen, all. This factor, the kamma, is to be repeatedly recollected, where he gave 5 different things to be repeatedly recollected. Think of what are the 5. So they said, monks, jara dhammomi jarang anatitoti abhinnam paccavekkitabban. Jara, decay. As we are born, decay is to be expected. It is to be repeatedly recollected. It is to be repeatedly thought of. That I am not exempt. I have not gone beyond decay. Like that, we have to think of that, decay. Then death, jara, decay. Then death is to be understood. I am of the nature to die. I have not gone beyond death. That is to be repeatedly recollected. I am of the nature to jara, vyadi is disease. I am of the nature to get disease, become sick. That also to be repeatedly recollected. And whatever I have dear and delight, that is in the nature of changing. It is also to be repeatedly recollected. And finally said the karma. Kamma. Kamma yoni, kamma bandhu, kamma patisaranu. Jankammang karissami kalyanang va papakang va tassa dayado bhavishyami. Kamma is another factor to be repeatedly recollected. Kammasako, kammasako. Kamma, my kamma is my own. Saka, saka means own. Kammasako me. Kamma dayado, it's my hair, it's my heritage. Kamma is my heritage. I have to be the heir of my karma. Kamma sakomi, kamma dayad. Kamma yoni, it is because of karma I was born. Kamma yoni. Kamma bandhu, it is my relative. Kamma patisarno, it is my refuge. Kamma patisarno. Yang kammang karisami, whatever the karma I do, I am the owner. My karma, I have to reap the results of my own karma. That is to be understood. Friends, Buddha's teaching on karma is clear. Very clear. In the Dhammapada, opening verses, most of you know the opening 2 verses. All actions are led by the mind. Mind is their maker, mind is their master, chief. Whatever we do with the defiled mind, that results suffering, follows us, like the wheel of the chariot, wheel of the cart that follows the foot of the drawn ox. That is the first verse. The second one, all actions are led by the mind. Mind is their master. Mind is their maker. Act or speak with a pure state of mind. Then happiness follows, like the shadow, like your own shadow. It follows you. It's because of karma. This is karma. In a particular discourse named Existence, Bhava, from the numerical discourses, Buddha said, for the sansaric journey, there should be a place for the consciousness to be planted. Because consciousness is a seed. Consciousness is the seed. The place, the field. Field is Kamma. Kammang kettang. Buddha said Kammang kettang. Kamma is the ketta, means field. When there is a ketta, when there is a field, then there is seed. seed is vijnana, consciousness, it is to be planted there. Then water. Kammam kettam vijnanam bijam tanha sineho. Tanha, craving. Craving is the water. So it's growing. Means we are born again and again in different realms. 31 realms, mainly because of Kamma. Sankhara, in other words. Sankhara. We are accumulating, we are collecting different sankhara. As we are collecting these things, as karma, we have to reap the results in different realms. That's the nature. One day, the Buddha was going from house to house, Pindapat, collecting alms. On his way, he went to a certain place, certain Brahmin's house, where he was distributing some food. When the Buddha went there, he said, bald-petted, bald-headed monk, stop there, don't come here. Stop there, outcast, Vasala. He said, Vasala, don't come. Then Buddha asked him, do you know who the Vasala is, who the outcast is? Then he said, being calm, he said, no, I don't know. Please tell me, he said. Then the Buddha said, those who do not support their parents when they are feeble, at the right time, when they are feeble, when they are weak, if they don't support them, the parents, understand, such persons are the outcast, Vasala. Those who kill beings, whether they are once born, twice born, 𝐾𝐴𝐷𝐄𝐿𝐬, 𝐷ℎ𝐵𝐿𝐬, there are beings, they are born, once born or twice born. Twice born means first born as an egg, and second born from the egg, twice born. So whatever the beings, whether they are once born or twice born, whoever killed them, understand, they are outcast. Like that. Referring to Kamma, in this particular discourse, Vasala Sutta, Buddha said, Kamma is very important because people believed in India, by that time, people believed that they were created by Brahma. The highest caste, they had caste system. Highest caste, Brahmins, they were created from the mouth of the Brahma, the creator. And then the Shastriyas, the kings, they were created from the arms of the Brahma. Then Vaishya, the merchants, were created from the thighs of the Brahma. And the Shudras were created from the feet of the Brahma. In this manner, they stratified the society. And they said, mainly because of their birth, this stratification, this classification was introduced referring to their own birth. But Buddha said, no, it is not the way. Buddha said, na jaccha vasalo hoti, na jaccha hoti brahmano, kammana vasalo hoti, kammana hoti brahmano. One is called noble one, or an outcast, ignoble ones, not because of their birth, but because of their kamma, their action. So action is the important thing. Our action is important. Our volitional actions. Kamma means, according to Buddhism, volitional action. Not every action. Unintentionally we do things. Those are not considered as karma in Buddhism. Our volitional actions are important. Volition here means not the volition, not the will that we have to do certain things in the future, but our volitions at the time of the action, whenever we are doing something, at that time, our will, our actions. Now you all are listening to the Dhamma. This is your action. Suppose you go to a certain place, you want to go to a certain place to do something good. That's also a good thought, though it is not the volitional action. You have that hope, that idea to do it, good deeds, that is in future. So your action, volitional action, is the action that is continuing, that is going on right now. If you are attentively listen to this Dhamma talk, your action is a karma, good karma. That karma is a volitional action which has results. Buddha said, Dhamma, gift of Dhamma, excels all other gifts. So listening to the Dhamma is the way to come to the right path. Without listening to the Dhamma, one cannot come to the right path. Most people in the world are not on right track. Most are in the wrong track, wrong path, which is called miccha magga, wrong path. One has to come from wrong path to right path. Then from right path, wrong path, when you come from wrong path to right path, first you have to give up, abandon all related unwholesome things to the first path, which is called wrong way, wrong path. Then you come to this right path. When you come to right path, that right path itself leading to good things, not the perfect enlightenment. You have to develop some more. You have to come to the noble right way, the super highway. That is the way to lead Nibbana. So that also to be understood. So the Buddha has taught us in this manner the Kamma, the nature of Kamma. It's the volitional action. In the Dhammapada itself, Buddha said, Natang kammang katang sadhu yang katva anutappati yassa assumuko rodang vipakam patisevati. It is good that if you do not do anything wrong, which you will have to reap the results with tearful face. Do not do such things. Do not do such action. Natang kammang katang sadhu. It is good that you do not do such action, such kamma. Its opposite said, Tancha kammang katang sadhu yang katva nanutappati yassapatito sumano vipakam patisevati. It is good that you do good deeds, good kamma, where you do not repent. You reap the results with happy face, happy mind. Do such good deeds. That is the instruction of the Buddha. Now, friends, let's understand the elaboration of the topic. As the topic, I recited a phrase from the penetrative discourse of the numerical discourses. Nibbedika Sutta. Buddha said, Kamma should be understood. The source, the origin of Kamma should be understood. Diversity of Kamma should be understood. Results of Kamma should be understood. The cessation of Kamma should be understood. And the path leading to the cessation of Kamma should be understood. You have to understand these 6 things. First. Kamma should be understood. What is karma? According to the teachings of the Buddha, we don't need many things to understand, many different things to understand karma. Buddha's definition is very clear. Buddha said, Chetanaham bhikkhave kammang vadami. Monks, I say chetana, volition. Volition, I say kamma. Volition is kamma. Chetanaham bhikkhave kammang vadami. Chetayitva kammang karoti. Having willed one act, kammang karoti. How? Kayena vachaya manasa. Through this body, word and mind. It's very clear. If we know this, it's enough to understand the teachings of the Buddha on karma. Not necessary many different things. That is how we have to understand the Buddha's definition. Very clear. It is our volition. Intentionally we are doing intentionally things. Or unintentionally. Unintentional actions are not considered as karma, but intentional actions, volitional action. Volitional formations, there is a particular aggregate called volitional formations, sankhara khanda. That is why I said that sankhara is a synonym for karma. That is the place where all our karma, the results are stored. Results are there. In our samsaric journey, the karma is a prominent factor. It is the karma that guides our consciousness to different directions, different destinations in samsara. So karma is clear. Then what is the source of karma? What is the cause? What is the origination of karma? How karma arises? Karma arises because of contact. Because of contact. What is contact? As we have the I, form, then consciousness arises. Meeting of these 3 is called contact. It is because of contact, feeling arises, perception arises, volitional formations arise. Volitional formations means karma. That is how karma arises because of contact. In this case, the word used is volitional formations to karma, kamma. That is the origination, that is the source, that is the source of karma. Buddha said kamma should be understood, the origination of karma should be understood. The source of karma should be understood. Then said, diversity of karma should be understood. What is the diversity? There are karma to be reaped results in hells. In hells. According to Buddhism, there are hells, not only one, many. many hells, not only one. If it is a one, it is a permanent one. It should be a permanent one. According to Buddhism, those are not permanent places. All heavens or hells, they are not permanent places. So hell is not the hell, eternal hell, but hells. There are karma to be reaped results in hells. Then there are karma to be reaped results in heavens. There are karma to be reaped result here in this world as human world, in human worlds. And there are karma to be reaped the results in Brahma worlds. That is the diversity. Then said, the results of karma should be understood. The results are, as I said earlier, the results are the immediately effective results. Whenever you do a good deeds or bad deeds, there are immediately effective karma, immediately effective results. Suppose if you are a matricide or patricide, if you kill your mother, father, or arahant, or shed blood of the Buddha, or make schism, such a person reap the results here in this very world. Mostly reap results here. That is what is called immediately effective karma. Such things. Then subsequently effective karma. Right after this life, if such a person does not get these results here, right after this life, he will get this. That is what is called subsequently effective karma. Or indefinitely effective karma. In samsara, throughout the samsara until he or she attains enlightenment, whenever, throughout samsara, he or she can reap the results. That is what is called indefinitely effective karma. Those are the three, no four. As I said earlier, no fourth one in the original discourses. Remember that. Then the cessation of karma should be understood. If we know the origination, we can understand the cessation as well. As we talked about origination of karma. What is the origination? Contact. Contact is the origination. If we have no contact, then no cessation. That is the cessation. Sorry. If we have no contact, that is the cessation of karma. Then what is the path leading to the cessation of karma? The path leading to the cessation of karma is nothing but the Noble Eightfold Path. One day, while the Buddha was going from house to house collecting alms, a little puppy was barking. Buddha understood who it was. It was the person of that particular house. It's a big house, rich man's place. Now he died, and after his death he became a puppy. Now this puppy is barking at the Buddha. Then Buddha called the puppy its own name. Its previous life's name was Todaya. Todaya. Buddha asked him, Todaya, while you are here as a human, you did the same thing. You criticize the monks and me, just like you are barking now. Then the little puppy, being ashamed, he went in and went to the kitchen, and he did not come out. When it was evening, his son came home, Subha. He came home and he did not see the puppy. Then he asked, where is the puppy? The people said, this morning the Buddha passed by and he said something. After that he went into the kitchen and he did not come back. Then he wanted to see the Buddha, his son Subha. He went to see the Buddha and asked whether the Buddha went there this morning. Buddha said yes. And whether the Buddha said anything to puppy? Yes, Buddha said. And further, Buddha said the puppy is your father. Your father. Because of his karma, you see, his kamma. Throughout his life, he did not do anything good. Because of that, he became a puppy. Finally, at the last breath, he thought of his own property. Therefore, he became a puppy at the same place. Like that, there are a lot of stories like this. Things happen because of not doing good deeds and because of clinging, attachment to things. That is why we want to live in society without attachments. If we attach, attachment takes place because of our craving. We have desire, craving to keep things as mine, me, myself. It is because of that we are born again and again. In this case, the dog, the puppy, the Buddha told the person, his son, if he wants to understand this, Buddha said, go home and feed it well, let the puppy sleep well. While he is about to sleep, to its ear, say, Father, where did you keep the valuable things? Because in his house, some valuable things were missing. He has kept this underneath the bed. He has dug a pit and put it under the bed. So he then told him. Then the puppy got up and went to the room and went under the bed, and he started to find the valuable things. In such a way, he understood that clearly it was nothing but his own father. So this person, Subha, thereafter he became the follower of the Buddha. He went to the Buddha and asked Bhante, what is the difference in this? What is the cause of difference of the people? There are people in this society, there are rich people, there are poor people, there are people influential, uninfluential, there are black people, white people. There are people live long, some they live short. What is the cause? What is the reason for this diversity? The Buddha said it's karma. Karma. It is because of karma. Kammang satte vibhajati. That is the point. That is what I want to point out. Buddha said, Kammang satte vibhajati. This this diversity in society is mainly because of our actions done in the past. That is to be understood. So now let's understand the other part, second part. We have a second part also in this topic. Dhamma. Dharma, Kamma and Dhamma is the topic today, right? Karma is, I guess, karma is clear. Now let's come to Dharma or Dhamma. Dhamma of the Buddha, to be understood clearly. Suppose you want to find a pure water from a river, stream, where should you go? If you go to the mouth of the river mouth, the outfall, can you get the pure water? No. In the middle? No. Where should you go? You should go to the spring. Spring is the place where you can get the pure water of the river. So if you want to find the real Dhamma, now what is exposed to us is the mouth of the river. No pure Dhamma. No pure Dhamma means Dhamma is covered with many things, many dirty things. Real Dhamma is covered with many sort of dirty things, like the river is full of impurities, mud, like that. So in order to find the real Dhamma, we have to go to the beginning. We have to go beyond first council. You know, there were 3 councils. According to Buddhist history, there were 3 councils. One council was held 3 months after passing away of the Buddha, where the monks, 500 monks, got together. They all were arahants. They got together and rehearsed the Dhamma, recited the Dhamma, and they finally established, they all accepted the teachings of the Buddha. What are the teachings they accepted? They accepted Dhammocha Vinayocha Desito. Dhammocha Vinayocha Desito. Those are the real Dhamma. Those are the Dhamma to be studied and followed Dhamma. Then we are following the real teachings of the Buddha. That real teachings of the Buddha is excellent in the beginning, excellent in the middle, excellent in the end. That's the Buddha said. That's how the Buddha said. Once addressing the monks, Buddha said, "Monks, I am going to teach the Dhamma. I am going to teach you the Dhamma. The Dhamma is excellent in the middle, excellent in the beginning, excellent in the middle, excellent in the end." This is perfectly clear Dhamma, clear with meaning and present. For the teaching of the Buddha, no necessary to add anything more. There is nothing to be added, nothing to be cut off from the early teachings, from the very teaching of the Buddha. There's nothing, nobody can add anything, thinking that Buddha has missing some point. You can't add. No pluses, no minuses. Buddha's teaching is to be accepted, to be understood as they really are. We can explore, we can do our own examinations, explorations, investigation. Buddha has given us 100% freedom of thought to understand the Dhamma, but not to add this, that to the teaching of the Buddha. It is impossible. No necessary. Dhamma is very clear. Pure Dhamma. If we want to understand the pure Dhamma, we have to go to the source, spring of the river. Buddhism is a river. The teachings of the Buddha or Buddhism is a river. Now we call Buddhism. It is not an ism, though. So, to understand the real Dhamma, we have to go to the spring of the river. Then we know what the Buddha really taught. If we know what the Buddha really taught, we can understand this real Dhamma. Referring to karma, Buddha has taught us 4 different karma, which are not talking. What are the 4 different karma he taught? He taught there are black karma, white karma, black and white karma, and neither black nor white karma. These are not taught. These are hidden. These are hidden. The black karma means bad karma, unwholesome. White karma means good karma, meritorious deed. Then black and white karma, wholesome and unwholesome. All these are to be abandoned. To be abandoned. And the fourth one is called neither black nor white karma. No such results also. That is the karma we are doing. That is the practice and the way to practice. In order to practice that, we have to have mindfulness. If we have mindfulness at the time of the arising and perishing of the 5 aggregates in the 6 sense bases, as we talked this last night, the topic, then we can understand karma. We can understand whenever the unwholesome karma arises. Wholesome karma, neither wholesome nor unwholesome karma. We can understand all this. And we can then cease them, cut off them totally. That cessation itself is the cessation of dukkha. That cessation of dukkha itself is the attainment of enlightenment. Not in the heaven, not in the hell, not in the Brahma world, but in this very world here. We as humans, we have that ability to do it here in this very world. No necessity to go anywhere else. So the whole teaching of the Buddha is, Buddha can be condensed into 37 factors, which are called 37 factors of enlightenment. What are the 37? 4 establishments of mindfulness, 4 right efforts, 4 roads to power, 5 spiritual faculties, 5 spiritual powers, 7 factors of enlightenment, and the Eightfold Path. These are called 37 factors. Again, these 37 factors can be condensed into 3. It's like a triangle. The first is the 4 noble truths, the very top. It's the top Dhamma, the first thing to be understood. The 4 noble truths. Then the dependent origination. And then the 3 characteristics of existence. It's a triangle. Whole Dhamma can be condensed into those 3 principles. Again, we can condense the whole teaching of the Buddha to one word. One word. that is sati, mindfulness. It is in the middle of the circle. In the middle of the circle. That is where we have to understand, that is where we have to practice. When we practice sati, mindfulness, we can understand the Four Noble Truths, dependent origination, and the three characteristics of existence. Then we can understand 37 factors of enlightenment, and then we can realize real peace, real happiness of Nibbana by realizing the real teachings of the Buddha. Friends, this is the way to understand the Dhamma. If we want to understand the Dhamma, we all should read the original teachings of the Buddha, not only reading, listen to the talks, listen to the Dhamma, whoever teach this real Dhamma, not counterfeit. Listen to the real Dhamma, giving the sources, giving the references. References are very much important. In this manner, let's understand this wonderful teaching, this marvelous teaching of the Buddha. And let's practice this Dhamma in our daily life. Then one day, here in this very world, we should be able to come to realize that real peace, real happiness of Nibbana. May we all attain that real peace, real happiness of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante. Any questions?
Sorry. This is a very compressed talk. So I just pick one or two to talk. Just now you mentioned about the seed. The seed, is it the Vihana? The Vihana for when during the rebirth, the Vihana need to find a contact so that it can rest on. Is that you get consciousness?
Jhana?
Need to find a contact, then there's a seed, right? And also, I didn't come yesterday. So the contact. Another thing is the contact is in the child-dependent origination. So after the contact, just now I said, after the contact, then you have all sorts of things like feeling, mental formation, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
origination of karma.
The origination of karma. For this talk is the origination of karma is the contact.
Yeah, I said that it is contact.
Yeah. Okay.
It's contact.
Yeah. So now I'm a bit off the track. So when the rebirth took place, is there any Chetana involved?
Chetana is Kamma.
Yeah. Chetana
it is involved. It is the guide.
Involved. So during the Chetana will be preceding the Vihana, right? So because the Vihana need to find a contact for the rebirth, right? Nama Rupa. Am I confusing people?
Do you talk about the jhana? I'm sorry.
No. Okay. Just now you talk about the mind. So the mind is the Jeta, right?
Please ask the question precisely.
Okay.
Clearly ask the question that you want to ask.
Okay.
Short.
Okay, I make it simple. So there's that. During the rebirth, that at the moment, at the last moment, not the last moment of death, actually it should be the beginning moment of the birth, is the Vijnana go and look for the contact, and then there is the contact, then the rebirth took place. Is that? Yeah, this is my question.
Contact means we have consciousness, which is called vijnana. Vijnana. We have 6 classes of consciousness,
Yeah, the six,
but
the
not
six
6
of,
consciousnesses.
Yeah,
We have only one consciousness, so when it is connected to different senses, it takes its name. Like when it is connected to I, it is called I consciousness.
Yes, correct.
So I got only one example to explain that. We have I, then there are forms.
Yeah, that is during.
Then there arises vijnana.
Yeah, right.
That vijnana, it is because of that vijnana, because of the 3, meeting of the 3.
Yes, correct.
That meeting of the 3 is called contact.
Yes, correct.
It is because of that contact, karma arises. Kamma arises. Karma in that case, the term is not karma. The term is sankhara. Sankhara, volitional formations. Because of the meeting of the 3, feeling arises. Meeting of the 3 is contact arises. It is because of contact, feeling arises.
Yes,
it is because of contact, perception arises. It is because of contact, volitional formations arise. Volitional formations means karma arises.
Okay.
Right? You got it?
Okay, halfway. Okay, when the person passes away, there will be no hardware, no the five base for the sense is no more already. So what is left? So the Vijnana that is left, what do we call that?
I'm sorry, I
Okay.
find it difficult
when
to understand
away,
your questions.
No more eyes, no more mouth. So the eyes consciousness no more, mouth consciousness no more, nose consciousness, body consciousness no more. So which consciousness is left which consciousness is left for the rebirth to the new body that which that consciousness finding the contact for rebirth? Because the body no more already. So
we have only one consciousness. It is the same consciousness we have in this body. Only one consciousness we have.
So when in the body, you mean the consciousness will divide it, you will share among the 6 senses. So when you die, the same consciousness will go to find another.
Not the same consciousness. Same consciousness is not moving to another body.
I didn't come, sorry.
Okay.
So what was yesterday's answer?
You can talk with me later, huh? Yeah. It's too many things. You are talking too many things, but not clear.
Okay, can.
Please talk with me later time.
Okay,
Maybe
no problem.
Another time.
Okay.
Explain yesterday, I explained these things.
Okay, thanks.
Please ask your question clearly, precisely, so that I can answer clearly.
Thank you very much, Bhante, for your excellent talk. I'd like to ask about karma and war. What about somebody who starts a terrible war for the wrong reason? And what do the suttas say about that? The karmic causes of starting a terrible war.
Karma and war?
Yes, that's right. Wars of aggression, invasion, this kind of thing. So what exactly, is there a particular sutta that talks about this situation?
You can read the discourse from Connected Discourses. There is a chapter where the Buddha said, Buddha gave a discourse to a warrior. Said that how karma, what happened to his karma. He said, Bhante, what would happen to a warrior, to a soldier, when go to the battlefield? Battlefield. People say that you will be born as you are fighting to save the country. You will be born in heavens. That is what the people say. Is that correct, Bhante? Then the Buddha kept silent. Secondly, he asked for the second time. Buddha was silent. Third time, he asked, is that true, Bhante? Those who go to war, to battlefield, is that true that they will be born in heaven, Bhante? Buddha said, no. They will be born in a hell. This particular hell, I can't remember the name of the hell, the Buddha said. Then he started to cry. Then Buddha said, this is why I did not talk. I kept silent. Then he said, Bhante, no, not that because of your silence I cry. I cry because for many years our people misguided us. They said this. They said, those who go to the war will be born in heaven. That is the answer. That is the sutta. If you like, you can read the chapter called Warriors. You can read that. Karma is, now people say that I go to heaven, I go to the battlefield to save the country. It's all right. It's good. So what is his intention? What is his intention? Intention is karma. Buddha said intention is karma. Now his intention is good, isn't it? His intention is to save the country. That's good. But it is not the intention. Clear intention is when he go to the war, he is going to war, going to the battlefield not to save others, but to kill others. When you kill others, what happens? What is the intention? Killing is the intention. You see the two different intentions? The killing is the intention in that case. When you shoot, you have to think. Having willed, you act. That is what the Buddha said. So that will, that intention, that volition is called karma. So saving the country is a good thing. That is something good. It is good karma, just thinking of it. But real action is that you are killing a man, not even an animal. Killing a man is worse than killing a simple animal. It's a murder. It's a murder. Murder and killing are two different things. Murderers get the bad results, worst results. Okay, understand?
Thank you, Bhante.
Hi, Bhante. I want to clarify a little bit. Because in the Paticca Samuppada is avijja pacaya sankhara. But I think just now you mentioned that it's from passa.
From?
Passa, is it? From contact.
Avijja paccaya sankhara. Yes.
So it's from avijja, not from passa, right?
Yes, sankhara in that case, there are different sankharas. You have to understand different sankharas. There are two categories of sankhara. One category is called bodily formations, mental formations, and bodily formation, verbal formations, and mental formation. In that case, sankhara means breath. Breath. In-breath and out-breath. That is, bodily formation means in-breath and out-breath. And verbal formation means thinking and examining. Mental formation means feeling and perception. So they arise from different sources, right? And the second category is the karma. That is what is karma. There are punyabhisankhara, apunyabhisankhara, and ananjabhisankhara. Punyabhisankhara means volitionally whatever you have done, good deeds, punya, meritorious deed. Punyabhisankhara. Apunyabhi means unwholesome deeds. And then ananjabhisankhara means jhana. So those are different things. When you talk about paticcasamuppada, we have to understand how formations arise. Volitional formations arise because of avijja, because of not knowing. Not knowing what? Not knowing the Four Noble Truths. Even avijja has another source, another origin. That is what is called asava. Asava. Asava means the very subtle form of defilements. Such things to be shunned, to be cut off at the end of sansaric journey. Then you become a khinasava. Khinasava means arahant. Okay? Understand?
Thank you, Bhante.
Bhante, I want to clarify certain thing. From what you are sharing, we have actually Dhamma path and Dhamma path and Dhamma path and the Kamma path. So both paths actually is not mutually exclusive. So we should be actually walking along both paths. But like what you mentioned, actually we need to practice Dhamma path, because that's the only path to enlightenment. But at the same time, we need to practice Kamma path. So they actually say in the samsara world right now, actually in eons of samsara, we will tend to have a more favorable condition to practice Dhamma. So would it be a situation like we should spend 80% of our resources, our effort on the Dhamma path, 20% of our effort on Kamma path, or actually I say is equal effort?
Kamma path means doing unwholesome, wholesome, and jhana. That is what is called karma path.
So they coexist together. So we walk as we walk down the path. Maybe the left side is Dhamma path.
Yeah, that is what the people did even before the Buddha. These were there before the Buddha. So no Buddha is necessary to teach such things. These were there even before the Buddha. Even before the Buddha, people did bad deeds, unwholesome deeds. They did good deeds, what you call merit. Then they practiced meditation and practiced jhana, different levels. They practiced all these 5 kinds of knowledge and 8 attainments even. Pancha abhijñā atta samapatti. No nibbana. No cessation of karma. No cessation of karma. Buddha taught us the cessation of karma. That is what I said, that black karma, white karma, black and white karma, and neither black, no white karma. Neither black, no white karma means the actions we take to remove all these volitions.
So in short, we need to walk these two paths along the way. So meaning actually, we can't live without the other path. So coexist with the path, move along the path and all thing. So it's actually it's interrelated. You need both paths as you travel along. The samsara, in short.
Yes.
Okay.
In sansaric journey, that is why Buddha emphasized to do good deeds. To do good deeds for the sansaric journey. Once he said, do not be afraid doing good deeds. Ma punya bhai, Buddha said, ma punya bhai, do not be afraid of doing good deeds. Because for the sansaric journey, we need good deeds. They are the things to be reaped as the results of our good deeds. Sansaric journey, as we got good mother, father, brother, sister, good daughter, like son and all these things, good environment, and we were born here in this country because of our meritorious deed done in the past. That is necessary. But Buddha's clear teaching is not to do this again and continue this samsara. Once he said, even fraction of a second in samsara is dukkha. Therefore, Buddha encouraged us to practice vipassana. That is the difference. Practice vipassana. Practice the Dhamma to cease karma. That is the teaching of the Buddha. Such things are not nowhere else. Only Buddha taught us vipassana, the cessation of karma. It is a remainderless cessation of karma. That is the way to attain enlightenment.
Okay.
Right?
I understand. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Bhante.
Any more questions? I think I asked on behalf of somebody, wanted to know, Bhante, the ineffective karma that was brought in the later teachings, not that you said is not teaching of the Buddha, to explain the arahants making, who do not make any more karma. Is that right?
That is not necessary to talk about arahants' karma. Arahants are not accumulating karma any longer.
Yeah.
Arahants' karma is done.
Yeah.
After that, no, you don't need to say like
ineffective karma.
it is ineffective, but you don't want to worry. You don't want to talk about arahants' karma. It is just like there is a saying that one person said, how to say that? Referring to a cake. According to Buddhist history, there was a person in India, I guess the Venerable Anuruddha. While he was at home, he was a rich person. He had never heard of something like, say, no.
Nothing.
Because nothing, right? Everything is provided. Since everything is provided, he has everything. He does not know the word no. One day, he was told that he asked particular cake, particular cake. Then when he asked, his mom said, no cake. Then he asked, no cake. No cake. What is no cake? He wanted to get the no cake. Not cake. What is called not cake? Give me not what is called not cake. Like that. So the Arahant's karma, Arahants are not accumulating karma any longer. Therefore, the Buddha has not talked about this. If the Buddha has not talked, why should we add? Buddha's Dhamma is well expounded Dhamma. Well expounded Dhamma. We do not want to add. The problem is we added later on in our history, in our literature, we added, not me. We means our ancestors. They have added many things. With that what happened? We are confused. Confused with Dhamma. No clear Dhamma. We can't get the clear Dhamma. That is the problem. That is why we have to go to the spring to find the real water, pure water of the stream. Okay?
Thank you, Bhante. No more questions? Okay, Bhante, can we end the session then with a sharing of merits? Who? No more.
Okay. Let's share merit. First, let's share merit with the departed ones. Whoever expecting merit. Sometimes people who helped us, who helped Buddhist fellowship for many years, and they are no more. They might expect merit from us. They know our service here. They know that we are meeting here, we are practicing the Dhamma here. They know, and then they might expect merit from us. Let's share merit with such persons. Whoever expecting merit from us, may they rejoice this merit. May their sansaric journey be peaceful. May they attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. With that good thoughts, let's recite the stanza. Idang me ñātenang hotu sukhita hontu ñāta. Idang me ñātenang hotu sukhita hontu ñāta. Idang me ñātenang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Now let's share merit with all beings. Ittavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampada sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Let's share merit with all devas. May all devas rejoice this merit. May they protect us by the power of all this merit. May they attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. With that good thoughts, let's recite the stanza to share merit with the devas. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahidika. Punyang tang anumoditva cirang rakkhantu loka sasanang. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahidika. Punyang tang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu dhamma desanang Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddhika Punyang tang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu mang parang sadhu sadhu sadhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhante. We'll doing the closing homage